Hello and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox and Silveraptor, and today we're continuing our deck series with the South Koreans. Hello Silver.
Hello Bubble.
Let's kick off then with the logistics, the ubiquitous fob, and then what have you got for your logistics?
Well, first I got for command was the M113A1 GOE Jaw for command. It has a little bit of armor, just 10 points more. It's amphibious. I just thought it's better than just the regular truck, and you still get 5 of them, so it's a pretty good command vehicle just to stick with.
Yeah, and how many did you get? 5. Oh, cool.
Right.
Oh,
One stack of 5.
I've actually got only one command vehicle, and it's a tank, the M48A3.
What?
Yeah, really nice, really nice
Bubble,
tank.
Bubble, I think I'm going to have to show you the error of your ways.
It's got armor.
Because...
It's got armor and everything.
Okay. Pin that tank. We're going over to the tank section.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
There is a nice armored car there.
Yeah, okay. Now, we are going to click their 25-point tank. This is the cheapest tank they have.
The tank section?
This is based...
Oh, okay.
No, sorry. I think... Wait, one sec. Actually, yeah. The 25 or the 35-point tank, and that's going to be the equivalent of the tank you got, and it's still worse in stats than the one you got.
Yeah, in fact, is it the same? Oh no, it's got a different machine gun, that's all.
Different machine gun. It's also got a... the 25-point tank has a better gun than the CV tank you got. And I think I remember you complaining about this a lot when you were doing the Second Korean War campaign.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's have a rethink here. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I won't take the command tank. Maybe I'll take the M4 because the command tank. I think the reason I got it was for its armor and for the fact that I get 4 of them, which is quite good availability for a command tank. I think that was my reasoning behind it, and it's 120 points, whereas the command vehicle with decent armor was actually 130 points and didn't have the same armor. And I think that really was my reasoning for getting this tank command.
But it has the command vehicle 130 points as armor all around for back and top, so it's a little more resistant to artillery pieces that don't directly hit it in the front, but hit it from behind.
Yeah, I guess. And you do get, what do you get? 5 of them, and I get 4, 10 points more. Yeah, okay, I'm going to swap them out. I'll take the command vehicle instead. Are you happy now?
Yes, I'm happy, because I don't want to hear you complain about it.
Cool. Right, now, have you got any other commands?
Nope, just that one command. Okay,
I've got my standard chopper and a logistics truck combo, one of each.
Alright. I've got the 2 helicopters again, because, I mean, they've got quite a bit of supply, and they're pretty fast. The CH-47D.
They're very fast, actually, 320, yeah, and the supply, 25, yeah, you get 5 of them, is it? Yeah, you get 5 of these as well, so pretty nice logistics chopper there, definitely. But I've still gone for a set of the cargoes as well.
Yep, fair enough. You just have to micro those around a lot.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Onto the infantry then.
Yep.
I'll start off as I normally do. Got some Commando Special Forces UDT SEALs. These are quite nice, I think. What do you think of these?
They are pretty nice. Yeah, they're very good elite infantry and everything like that. It's just, you know, basically what you want to use them for: sneaking around, punching through the front line. I mean, they're very excellent. They've just got a bit of a short anti-tank rocket, but other than that, they're fairly decent for their price.
Yeah. And then I've got some Habyong 90s as well.
I have Habyong 90s as well.
I've got these in the, what have I got these in? Habyong 90s in the KM 900s. Again, just sort of kind of a good, well, pretty decent rifle infantry, but the main thing is strength of 15, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Survivability factor.
Yeah, and they've got very strong rockets and everything. These are my front line. I've got 2 squads of them in KM 900. These are my front line infantry squads.
Cool, you got 2 of those. So I've got 1 UDT SEAL and 1... Oh, I have got 2 Habyong 90s, yeah, in KM 900s, 2 sets. of 16, so hardened. Have you got yours in vets or have you got yours in hardened?
I've got hardened.
Okay, cool. And then I've also got some Yebigans, I think they're called Yebigans in K200s again. Fire support, I'm not over keen on fire support, but I did see these were strength of 10, so that's why I got these. What I'm going to do with them, I'm not sure. I wouldn't bring them out at the beginning or anything like that. They're
not fire support, they're militia.
Oh, they're militia, of course they are. Sorry, yeah. So, oh, okay, yeah, they're my spam unit then. My rookie spam unit.
Yeah, I've got these too. These are basically just don't care if they die, just throw them at the enemy.
Yeah, and they can hold positions as well where you use your better infantry for other jobs as well, I guess.
Right.
And then finally I've got some anti-air Hugh Sam Mistrals in choppers.
Me too. Those are very good. Strengths of 5, long range, and infrared missiles. Those are very good.
Yeah, I'm liking the strength of 5 as well. A bit more resistant to artillery fire and stuff as well, because these little man-pad squads are so sort of easily killed by artillery because they're so slow across the ground. You can't really get them out of the way at all.
Right.
That's it for my infantry. Is that it for yours? I think that's fine.
No, I have one more. I have the Gongbyong Napalm rocket launcher squads.
The Gongbyongs. Where's the Gongbyongs? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep, in K200s, they're basically to help, support the militia or give the Habyongs a better edge because, I mean, they're basically mini Spetsnaz squads with those rocket launcher napalm rounds.
True. Moving on to the support.
Yep.
Go for first. Anti-air first?
Sure.
Have you got the Hawk Pip 2s?
I've got the Hawk Pip 2s because those are excellent anti-air. Even though they're radar, their helicopter range is better than any of the other Hawks that I've looked at. So they can take on helicopters and aircraft really well. Yeah, I've got them for the same reason. Very good all-rounders. Just need a bit of microing, I guess. But and being missiles, you don't have to care that they're off most of the time. You just turn them on when you see an aircraft. So. Yeah. I've also got some of the K30 BIHO guns as well. They are radar again, which is a bit of a pain because with your guns you really want to keep them on as much as you can, but they've got nice those you can. Range. Yeah, but with these you definitely can't leave them on. Yeah, they're going to get sniped. But they've got a nice range really, and they're very they're very fast firing as well, so they do take things out really quickly. Right. All right. Finally, I've got some more AA. I've got some KM163s, basically a Vulcan. Because these things do take things out if they can get close to them, because they've got such a nice high fire rate, basically. Yeah, and they're not radar, which, like I said, I hate radar guns. Yeah, have you got those as well? No, I don't. I only have the Hawk Pips. Those are all my anti-air. Only Hawk Pips? Wow. Two stacks of them, because they're so good. Yeah. 2 stacks of 5s. I've got 10 of them total. I just got to keep these supplied up, but they'll be able to take out all my aircraft and helicopters that might come my way, and if not, then I've got the Mistrals as well. Okay, cool. But so you got some artillery, I assume? Oh yes. What have you got? I've got the 3 stacks of the K9 Sunder, which is the new South Korean artillery unit they got in one of the DLCs. 3 stacks? Wow. Oh no. The squad is 3. It's one stack of 3. Right, okay. Yeah, they look quite nice. They've got a nice tight dispersion. They've got a lot of rounds as well, actually. 48 rounds for 125 points. So. And something to remember is that when you fire position on these, they only fire 3 rounds before they're done. So if you use these right, they'll fire the 3 rounds and then be done. And by the time the enemy's looking for them, they can't find them because they're not firing anymore. Yeah, I'm starting to steer clear of these big artillery pieces that take forever to get their rounds off because they are targeted. Really, a good player just shoots at them straight away. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, but you can always just shoot and scoot, fire the 3 rounds, and then move it really quick. Yeah, they're fairly well armored as well, actually, for artillery pieces. Yes, they are. So they can take a little bit of counter artillery fire. Yeah, I've got a set of those as well, and I've got some mortars. The little mortars again, little 6,300 meter ones, just standard mortars as had. Which one did you get? The KM106s. Okay, the 5-point cheaper ones.
Yeah, the 5 point. I went for the 5 point cheaper. Why did I go for the 5 point cheaper? Oh, just lack a bit of speed, I think. That's all, and a little bit of armor.
Yeah,
That's
I think the 40 points are better. I think too.
get 72 rounds. Not bad. Not a bad little mortar, really. That's it for
Right.
my support.
I still have more. I have 2 stacks of the K136 Korean rocket artillery pieces.
Okay, 2 stacks of these. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, these things are very good for carpet bombing. They fire all 36 of the rounds each. So if I bring these out in like a stack of 2 or 4 and all fire the rocket, that area is just covered in rockets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've used these in the Busan Pocket campaign
Yeah, I
in
remember
one of
that.
those areas where the enemy charges through the village and everything, and just
Yeah.
dropping a bunch of rockets on the choke points where they see the computer is supposed to come through. I've taken out a lot of enemy troops before they even reach my front line.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Cool. So moving on to the tanks then. Got some decent
Yes.
tanks. These guys. The big one first.
Pretty
of all.
well. They've got 2 sets of tanks. They've got the good tanks and they've got the tanks no one ever uses.
Oh well, yeah. When I say good tanks, I mean the 2 good tanks. That's what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, the K1A1, 150
Yes.
points of death.
Yeah, very good AP power. Be a little cautious when you're engaging high armor tanks as well. These might be on the losing end, but for all the purposes, this is a really good tank to
Yeah,
bring
especially
in.
if they've got big big T80s with their anti-tank gun weapons and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Gonna take a hit. It's gonna go down with a couple of big hits, but it's still a decent weapon. But it is quite pricey at 150 without having its own anti-tank weapon. Missile rather.
Right. And then the K1 tank.
The one everyone loves to get. The K1.
Oh yes, this tank. I mean, this is why I remember I shared how much I hated the pricing of the American tanks.
Yeah.
This has the better gun and I think the same armor as the M1 IP tank, which is only 75 points. So for 10 points more, it has that better gun. So that's why I'm kind of ticked off at the American pricing.
Yeah, this is kind of a high-end medium tank. It's probably one of the better medium tanks. Alongside,
I would qualify this almost as a heavy tank.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, kind of between a medium and a heavy. It's a bit like the Leopards, really. It's just a really, really nice tank.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing else to say about that one, really, except get it in your deck, I guess.
Yeah, I got 2 stacks of them, so.
So have I. Any other tank? So you didn't get any of the cheapy, terrible tanks then? Probably
No,
not. No,
definitely not.
definitely steer clear of those, right?
Yeah,
Moving on to the recon then. I got a little,
Yep.
I got a little OH6 chopper to start with.
me too.
Yeah, little thing there. 260 kilometers per hour. Poor strength, but only 45 points, and it's got very good optics.
You basically just stick it out there to spot for any flanks or sneak attacks.
Yeah. And have you got the Fiat 6616? Sure
Yes,
you
I
have.
did.
Yeah.
Autocannon with grenade launchers, those are excellent good for clearing out infantry.
Yeah, really, really nice little unit. Don't normally recommend using your recon units as fighting units as such, but this has got such good weaponry, then maybe you just should with this one. Against the right targets, of course.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 sets of I don't know how you pronounce this, 2 Genosa, the commando type ones, the 25 point
Right,
ones.
right. I know what you're talking about. I have 1 set of those in KM 900s. Yeah, as frontline recon infantry.
Okay, yeah, I've got a set in choppers and I've got a set in K511s, actually, little trucks. Just for, again, the ones in the trucks ready for frontline duties, and the ones in the choppers just to try and maybe possibly sneak behind the enemy lines and get views of stuff. But they have got strength of 10, so they can close quarters combat machine gun. So they're a decent unit in their own right as well, and can be used as normal proper infantry as well, I guess.
Yep.
Any other recon?
Nope, that's it for me.
Vehicles.
Yep.
Yeah, go on then. I hate the vehicles.
Well, I got the Itos and the Ito 2s because they've got very good accuracy and range, so...
Yeah, I got the Totus. I have to say, I got the Totus and little Jeeps because of their good firepower. But yeah, 4 and no armor. It's just they're just so vulnerable. That's all. I mean, one decent hit and they'll all die. But they're very cheap, I guess. So for the firepower,
Right.
depends if you want the firepower for cheapness. That's what the vehicles are all about, really, aren't they? The
Right.
anti-tank gun vehicles, anyway.
I got both the regular Ito, in the armored personnel carrier, and the Ito 2 with the Jeeps. These are mainly to take out tanks because all my infantry, I don't have an ATGM squad, so these are supplementing for that.
Okay, yeah, I'll just use my tanks for that.
I also got some KM-132 napalm.
Oh, okay.
Because napalm is very good for suppressing an area. And I remember sticking these at the very edge of a forest, and then an enemy tried to sneak an infantry squad into that forest, and then there was no more infantry squad.
Yeah, these are. I always forget about these things. They can be really effective, but they take a bit of getting into the right position, which puts me off a little bit. But they are very, very effective if you can get them in the right position, for sure.
Right.
Helis, yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, I still have vehicles.
Oh, sorry, you've got loads of vehicles. Wow.
Yeah, I've got the M36.
M36. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one.
This is,
I can
basically...
get my own back here after my command tank debacle.
Well, the thing is, your command tank is worth 150 points, and these are just 10-point tanks that I just throw at them. I have 26 of them, so in total that's just 260 points that I'm, quote-unquote, wasting, or I can just throw them in to see what shoots at them so I know what to prepare for.
Yeah, true. Have you got any more vehicles? That's got to be...
I've got one more. It's the Seong Gong Po trucks. And the reason why is they've got, they just got a Browning machine gun, but that's a quad M2 Browning. Now, when it says quad, that means it has 4 Browning machine guns that's attached to it that will all be firing simultaneously. So it's basically like a lot of machine gun flak.
I can see the rate of fire, 1,518, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, you send these through a forest where, the helicopters have to get right on top to see them, and these things will be able to directly engage the helicopters, probably stunning them before the helicopters can react and then taking them down. And they're only 10 points, so the enemy has to spend a lot of effort to take out 10-point trucks.
So you got a lot of cheap stuff there.
Yep. Mainly to give the enemy a headache more than anything else, or distract their attention.
Well, in a long game, at least you'll make them use up all their supplies shooting at your stuff, so...
Right.
Yeah, okay. Helicopters?
Yep.
Not bad helicopters. Well, 2 not bad helicopters. Well, 1 not bad helicopter. The AH-1T, IT, whatever it is, 1T.
The AH-1T, yeah, I got those. The AH-1S isn't bad per se. It is 10 points cheaper with just slightly less anti-tank guided stats. But yeah, the AH-1T, I got 2 squads of 5 of those. Yeah,
I got those, two of those as well. Two at trained. No, I got 2 at hardened actually of those. Yeah, 2 at hardened.
Yeah, I got 2 trained, so they're accurate enough. I didn't think they needed vetting up a bit.
Yeah, and instead of getting lots of vehicles, I also got 2 sets of AH-1Js as well, 55-point ones, just for their rocket pods.
Lots of rocket pods.
Lots of rocket pods, yeah.
I tend to not, enjoy the double rocket pods as much. Reason being is, well, yes, they're effective. They're not effective for, like, sniping any particular units. You just drop a bunch of rockets and hope it kills everything in it, and usually the case it doesn't kill everything in those rocket pod areas. But
well, apart from infantry, they will decimate infantry if they can get.
Oh yeah, definitely the infantry. So, but yeah. So yeah, I mean they're very good. They're cheap. So I mean you can send these forward, not really caring if you're going to lose these or not.
Yeah. Aircraft.
Yay.
Go ahead.
I've got the KF 16C Block 52D.
Yeah, I've got that.
It's a seed aircraft, and it has fire and forget missiles, so it can double as an air superiority aircraft.
Pretty damn nice aircraft. The seed
and
AMRAAM fire and forget missiles. Pretty decent for 160 points. Very, very nice indeed. What else?
Well, I got 2 stacks of one of those because they only come in one.
Yeah, I've only actually got one of those, so yeah, if I lose that, I'm in trouble.
Don't have that shot down. I have also the KF-SE Jeong Ho, for taking out helicopters. This is a bit expensive for helicopters, so I got these vetted up at Elite because, I mean, they are pretty expensive, so I definitely want to be able to shoot down a helicopter on my first pass.
Yeah, I mean, I've got another air superiority fighter, but I've got the KF-16C. And mainly I think because I only got one of the block for seed, so I've got these guys really for my air superiority with the 7,000 meter AMRAAM fire and forgets. 6 of them.
Okay.
So I've got those really for just flying in the background. Yeah, so that's all my air superiority.
Right.
I've
you have anything else?
Yeah, I've got peace peasants or
peace pheasants.
Pheasants.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maverick missiles tend to do really nice against tanks.
Yeah, they do.
As long as there's not too much AA around, or any of those nasty hawks lurking in the background, then these do pretty well.
I've been kind of put off on these. They have 40% accuracy, and I have, from time and kind of frequently, seen them miss both their missiles at a tank, and that's just puts me off a little bit about them. But still, they're very good. High AP power. They can take out tanks if they do hit the tank with its missile.
Yeah. I've also got some F-86F Sabres, rocket pod
Oh,
planes.
yes. I need to talk to you about this plane.
Yeah, I like it. I quite like it for 65 points, as long as there's nothing ever around to shoot it down, including anti-air and air superiority fighters.
Yeah. I think I've told you how much I hate how underrated rocket planes are, because, I mean, they just reload so quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how they reload so quickly. Do they like just drop off the rocket pods and then just bolt on a new set of rocket pods and fly off? Or do they individually just throw in the rockets in each of those tubes and then fly it off again? But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure really myself, but they can be effective. Yeah, they can be effective as long as there's not too much AA flying around.
Right. I also want to tell you a little history of this aircraft. This is actually an American plane.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Back in the first Korean War, back when, where the first war where it made a huge transition between propeller planes and jet planes. What happened was, the Americans for most of the Korean War had air superiority, and then suddenly the North Koreans suddenly had these MiGs made from the Russians that were, jet fighters and everything like that. So our answer to their jets was this one, the 86 Sabre.
Cool. Interesting.
Yep, and this plane has definitely proven its worth at that time. First off, they had to engage them in a place called MiG Alley, which was very near the border of North Korea and China area.
Yeah, I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, and since they had to fly all the way from South Korea to engage them in this area, they only had 20 minutes of fuel to dogfight with, whereas the enemy, had a full tank of gas. So they were long flights, limited, maneuverability, everything like that. And even with all those limitations, each Sabre scored a 2-to-1 kill ratio. For every one Sabre that was lost in combat, we shot down 2 of their MiGs. So this definitely proved itself in combat.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Thanks for the history lesson.
Yep.
Anything else in the plane section?
No, that's just my planes.
So it's time for the unit of the day. What are you going for?
I am going for the Hawk Pip.
Ah, I didn't guess that. I thought you were going to go for one of the airplanes. You're going for the Hawk Pip, a radar-guided anti-air unit from Silveraptor as his favourite unit. That's unusual. I guess it's for the range.
Yeah, because the range of the helicopter is very accurate. It will definitely take out most things one hit with its 9 high explosive power. It's just a very good anti-air.
Excellent. And I'm going for one of my best value for money tanks in the game, the K1. Definitely going to go for that. Such good value for money, and you get a
very good tank.
You can get either 13 or 9 of these at Harden just in one card, and a really good availability. Decent.
I got 2 cards of Harden with these.
Yeah, so have I. So nice tank. Good, excellent.
Yep.
So thanks very much, Silveraptor, and thanks to the viewers for watching. And I guess we'll see them in the next one.
Yep. Let's hope we get some good games.
See you next time.